Radhe Radhe Govinda, Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Govinda Radhe Radhe Govinda, Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda,
Om Gyanatimirandasya Gyanandan Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Vandeham Shri Guruvaram Shri Rupanuga Pravaram Brajarasrasikancha Narayanam Tam Prapana Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. First of all, I offer Ananta Kutsastanganavat Pranams, Lotus Feet of Paramarajatam Guru Pad Tilila Pravishtam Vishnupada, Stotra Satsi Srimad, Srila Bhaktivedanta Narayana Gosvami Maharaj, our most beloved Srila Gurudev. The same unlimited Sastanganavat Pranams, Lotus Feet of Paramarajatam Shri Rupanuga Gauriya Guruvarga. My Dandavat Pranams, all Vaishnavas, all Vaishnavis. So, recently we have the Tirobhav Titi of our most beloved Srila Gurudev. So, today is the 29th December. So, this day automatically brings us the remembrance of that day in which Srila Gurudev he entered in Nitya Lila. So, I find very difficult to speak with the translation. Yes, sorry, Prabhuji. So, in this way, this is the day where automatically this remembrance of Srila Gurudev's entering Nitya Lila is coming very strong in the heart of all the devotees, all the disciples of Srila Gurudev. So we heard in the glorification of our beloved Srila Gurudev that the associates of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they appeared in the time where Kirtan is going on, and they also disappear in the time where the holy names are being chanted, where Kirtan is going on. So in the time when Srila Gurudeva he appeared in Tiwaripur in Bihar, there was one particular Kirtan taking place that was Sriman Narayana Narayana Hari Hari Sriman Narayana Narayana Hari Hari. So they are chanting this holy name during that time. And it is very impressive that the time in which very impressive that Srila Gurudeva he throughout his whole life the name Narayan was kept with him. And we know that when he appeared he was Sriman Narayan, and when he took brahmachari his name was also kept as Gaur Narayan. At the time of Diksha he also received the title Bhakta Bandhav, and also when he took sannyas his name was Srila Narayana Goswami Maharaj. And not only that, when he appeared, this same name, it was being chanted. And the time of Gurudev's appearance, Sriman Narayana Narayana. And not only that, when he entered in Nitya Lila, this day, today, that was the Pause Mass, which is also the Narayan month. So in this way, we can see that strong relationship with this name Narayana. So by living with the Sevakas of Srila Gurudev, eventually we came to know why Gurudeva had strong relationship with this name Narayan. And we have been hearing in this last week that after Srila Gurudev took sannyas, Srila Param Gurudeva he brought him along with his god brothers to have darshan of Srila Sridhar Maharaj. And Srila Sridhar Maharaj, he asked them many questions. And one of the questions Srila Sridhar Goswami Maharaj asked to Srila Gurudev is, what is the meaning of this name Narayan? And if you read in the transcendental biography of our Srila Gurudev, this is one of the best chapters. This is one of the best conversations which reveals very, very inner glories of our beloved Gurupad Padma. Then there you will understand how this name, it is actually related to Vrishabhanu Nandini Srimati Radhika. That Gurudev explained that Narayana is that person who have lotus eyes. Narayana is that person who have that blue irises or nilima. And Narayana is that person who wears the nila vasana paridhana, who wears the blue garments. So Gurudev explained from the higher perspective what is the depth of the meaning of the name Narayan. And so many more things are revealed there in this part of Gurudev's biography. Many things are revealed there. But we have to read again and again, not only one time. Just like when Srila Gurudeva, he gives us a mantra, we cannot have relationship with that mantra or attain mantra siddhi just by chanting one time, but we have to repeat that mantra again and again. So similarly, we have to do Shravan and Kirtan and read the glories of Srila Gurudeva over and over so that we can get a more deeper understanding of the glories of our beloved Srila Gurudev. And this is also described that the name Narayana is related to this Nila Lila Param Guru Presta Janam. So there is one shloka in the beloved Pusmanjali which says Rasa Bhava Bayam Braja Bhumi Varam Braja Rasa Mayam Gopi Jana Jutam Chidananda Vanam Purna Jyoti Mayam Nila Lila Param Guru Presta Janam. So Gurudeva has very deep attachment to this Braja Bhumi. This Braja Bhumi is composed by bhav and rasa, by spiritual sentiments and transcendental mellows, transcendental love and affection. The gopis are the personified forms of this Braja Rasa. And Srila Gurudeva, he is an expansion of this lila shakti. So Srila Gurudeva, he will connect us with this lila shakti. And by Srila Gurudeva's mercy, we'll develop relationship with the gopis, and the gopis, they will grant us darshan of this Braja Bhumi, which is self-effulgent abode of spiritual bliss. So Gurudeva, he came to give lila, and we have heard what lila Srila Gurudev came to give. Krishna lila, Braja lila. What lila Gurudev is actually giving? Radha lila, Gopi lila. Gurudeva is giving Gopaniya lila. Gopaniya means most secret, most confidential. This is what our Srila Gurudev came to give. And Gurudev's lila is so astonishing, just like in Chaitanya Charitamrita described that Gaura lila is very astonished. Adbhuta Karuna, Adbhuta Vadhanya. So Gurudeva's lila is very, very astonishing from the beginning to end. And we can see that Gurudeva's departure on this time also shows the confidentiality of his pastime. Because the time when Gurudeva's departure, after the Rasa Lila, Krishna and the gopis, they perform pastimes on the Yamuna, they perform water pastimes, and they take some different, the gopis, they offer different preparations to them, and eventually they go to the Kunja. Gurudev also explained different types of kunja, nikunja. Different types of kunjas are there. So eventually, Radha and Krishna, they are in the kunjas, in the nikunjas, and very confidential maid servants. At that time, only the pranasakis. Because amongst all the 5 types of sakis, the nitya sakis and the pranasakis, they are manjaris. And amongst the nitya sakis, those who are most prominent, they are the pranasakis. And at that time, the exactly time where Gurudev entered in Nitya Lila, this is the time where the pranasakis are performed the most intimate service to the lotus feet of Radha and Krishna. So we can see that Gurudev's Lila is most astonishing. The time which Srila Gurudev's departure is full of meaning. And the name of Srila Gurudev is full of meaning. And if we contemplate the lila of Srila Gurudev, we will see that from beginning to end, he is revealing his speciality. His speciality is most astonishing also. We have heard that Gurudev, he came to give that greed for Braja Seva. There are many shlokas that our speciality of Srila Gurudev is very deeply related with some of these shlokas, as Anya Bilasta Sunyam, as this Vikritidam Brajavad Virijan Cha Vishnu. But there is one shloka also, which Srila Gurudev always explained, that's Krishna Bhakti Rasa Bhavitamati Kriyatam Jati Kutopi Labhyate Tatra Leulyam Api Mulyam Ekalim Janma Koti Sukritein Labhyati. Srila Gurudev explained that if that consciousness infused with this Krishna Bhakti Rasa, which is synonymous with Krishna Prema, if someone completely absorbed in the love of the gopis, if that is available anywhere, if that consciousness, if that love is available anywhere, if that association is available anywhere, you should go to that place and you should purchase it without delay. And what is the price? The price is greed. And you will not attain that prema by Janma Koti Sukriteina Labhyate, by lives, thousands and thousands of lives of Sukriti. You may perform Karma Mishra Bhakti, you may perform Jnana Mishra Bhakti, you may perform so many services. You may chant one like Harinam and distribute so many books or whatever may be. You may be living in the Dham. But you will only attain that greed by the association of Braj Rasik Vaishnavas. And how that greed will attain, Srila Gurudeva, he revealing to us during his Harikatha. He explained that you will attain that greed by hearing very sweet pastimes of Radha and Krishna from the lotus lip of Rasik Vaishnav. Then you will develop this Bhagavat Lila Madhuri Labhamoyi Shraddha, that transcendental faith which is based on hearing from the lobby, from that Braja Rasik Vaishnav. But only that is not enough. While explaining this shloka, Srila Gurudeva also described that you have to perform devotional service under the guidance of this Braja Rasik Vaishnava, and you have to serve him with intimacy. And how that intimacy will develop? That intimacy will develop when you accept responsibility for service. When you are serving under his guidance, gradually, the relationship will become more and more intimate. And when you develop this Lokik Sadbandhuvat, the relationship with Sri Guru, a very familiar type of relationship, a very intimate relationship with Guru. But sometimes we heard from Vaishnavas that we should always keep some Gaurav Mai Buddhi, always having some consciousness of the opulence of Srila Gurudev. And at the same time, Srila Gurudev, while explaining this shlok, he told that we should engage in very strong Nam Bhajan. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, Prabhu Kohe Kohilang Mei Mahamantra Iha Jape Gya Sobe Korean Nirbanda. Iha Hoite Sarvasiddhi Hoi Visavar Sarvaksana Bala Iti Vidinahiyar. Mahaprabhu ordered his devotees to chant a fixed round of Harinam. But at the same time, we know that the Nirbanda means one like Harinam. So we see that those who are very near and dear to Srila Gurudev, although they were taking so much responsibility for service, they are also chanting one like Harinam. And by performing that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told that you will attain all perfections. Always chant this Harinam continuously. So, Chaitanya Charitamrita also says that Krishna Vaje Kore Guru Sevana Maya Jale Chute Paisi Krishna Charana. Only by the combined endeavors of Krishna Bhajana and Guru Seva, the Jiva can cross Maya and attain the lotus feet of Sri Krishna. So both things have to be combined, Krishna Bhajana and Guru Seva. Guru Seva will give strength and potency so that one can do Krishna Bhajana. And by doing Krishna Bhajana, one will develop an internal relationship with Guru. So both, they have to be combined. Just like if you have a boat, if the boat has some oars, and you are moving the right oar, that boat will only turn to the left side. And if you're moving the left oar, the boat will only turn to the right side. So if you combine Krishna bhajan with Guru Seva, then that boat will always go straight and will cross over the ocean of material existence. So in this way, this 29 December, it is the day where bring us so much remembrance of that lila of our beloved Srila Gurudev. It is also revealed, if it's not for the Vaishnavas, we never know why Srila Gurudeva he departed on this same day of Srila Paramaraj Srila Bhaktivedanta Goswami Maharaj. Because no one had told Srila Gurudev that this was the appearance day of Srila Goswami Maharaj. And previously Srila Gurudeva he was planning to departure on the same Tirobhav Tithi of Srila Goswami Maharaj and Srila Trivikram Goswami Maharaj. And on that day, Srila Gurudev was entering a very deep internal state. And we had a chance to see Srila Gurudev in that stage of consciousness. They were opening the darshan of Srila Gurudev and we would see him through the window. And it was very, very powerful experience. And on that day, it was very clear that Gurudev was going to enter in Nitya Lila. But the disciples of Srila Gurudeva, they make a circle around Srila Gurudev and they chanted many mantras and they pray for Nishingadev. Vaishnavas, they were going in Govardhan Parikrama and praying so that Srila Gurudev would stay more time. And everyone was whole night awake and yagya was going on and Sankirtan whole day, whole night. Everyone was praying for so that Srila Gurudev would stay a little longer. So in this way, the next morning, announcement was made that there was a unbelievable recovery of Srila Gurudev, and Srila Gurudev did not enter in Nitya Lila. That was, so everyone was in ecstasy on that time. And for the most complete satisfaction of the heart of the devotees, Srila Gurudeva, he came out in one of the last days of Kartik. That day was unbelievable. It was just like Srila Gurudeva has entered in the spiritual world. For those who are there, close to Srila Gurudev, they have related that sometimes Gurudev, he was doing the 15 days Braj Parikrama. While on his bed, while in an internal state of consciousness, Srila Gurudeva would describe the different places of Braja. And he was doing this parikrama by mind, by heart. And then in another day, Srila Gurudeva, he did the 15 days Govardhan Parikrama. And the devotees who were there, they witnessed that the different ecstatic symptoms which are described in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, they were visible in the body of Srila Gurudev. Gurudev was experiencing horripilation, tears was coming from his eyes, his body was trembling, and foam also coming from his mouth, and many ecstatic symptoms they are taking place. And Srila Gurudeva knew where the parikrama was going and everything what is happening. So eventually Gurudeva gave that last public darshan, and it was an extremely powerful moment in our lives, because it was just like Gurudeva, he entering Nitya Lila and come back. The feeling was like that, and Gurudev was very effulgent. And that glance of Srila Gurudev is unforgettable. He was looking to everyone with so much compassion, with so much mercy, and he was giving so much power by his glance. We can never forget that glance of Srila Gurudev. And we are now only alive in our spiritual life by that Kripa Drishti of our beloved Srila Gurudev. And then he told that I'll meet all of you in Navadvip. And at last, for our heart's full satisfaction, he is also telling that everything was arranged by all preparations, everything was done by the Vaishnavas. So there is a great mystery on this statement of Srila Gurudev, that even though the Vaishnavas, they are not physically present, the Vaishnavas, they have arranged everything. And even in the last public darshan of Srila Gurudev, Gurudeva, he showed his very deep appreciation for the service being performed by the Vaishnavas. And no one was expecting that Srila Gurudev was going to depart during this time, when he was in Jagannath Puri. But But during that time, at 3 a.m., Srila Bhaman Goswami Maharaj he came. Although all Srila Gurudev's disciples, they were calling Srila Gurudev. They were praying for Srila Gurudev to stay more. But Srila Bhaman Goswami Maharaj he came, and the call of Srila Bhaman Maharaj was more powerful. And it was the time of Gurudeva to end his manifest pastimes in this world. And he came in his form, in his Acharya form, he came to Srila Gurudev. He took the hand of Srila Gurudev and he brought him to the shelter of Srila Param Gurudev. And why did that happen? We would not know if it's not for the Sevakas. Because when the call came to the Sevakas that Srila Gurudeva had entered in Nitya Lila, the Sevakas, they already knew. There are very sweet pastimes, very beautiful pastimes, how Srila Gurudev revealed to the Vaishnavas when the Vaishnavas, they were doing Govardhan Parikrama, that he was going to departure. And also the Vaishnavas, they saw this. Srila Bhaman Goswami Maharaj and taking Srila Gurudev. So when they received the call, they already knew. And the Sevak of Srila Gurudeva, they told us that when I called to the Vaishnavas, they already knew that Srila Gurudeva has entered in Nitya Lila. And why Gurudev departure on that day? Because inside Srila Gurudev's heart that there was a desire. There was an inner desire in his heart. That just like when Srila Gurudev came to the mat, Srila Bhaman Goswami Maharaj, Sajan Sevak Brahmachari, he came to the train station called Tiwariji, and he took Srila Gurudev by the hands and he offered Srila Gurudev to Srila Param Gurudev. So Srila Gurudev, he had a desire to departure from this world and being brought again to his Guru Maharaj, being carried by the loving hands of Srila Bhamana Goswami Maharaj. So in this way, the desire of Srila Gurudev was fulfilled. Actually, we could not see these things. So by sadhu sangha, we are able to access some very deeper exchanges, transcendental exchanges which are happening between Srila Gurudev and his God brother and his Guru Maharaj. So we are extremely fortunate to be in this sadhu sangha. And now our relationship with Srila Gurudev, everyone's relationship with Srila Gurudev is becoming even more intimate than before. So many memories are coming regarding that day, but I don't want to take so longer. I wish to hear from the Vaishnavas in this most auspicious day. I just pray Srila Gurudev and the Vaishnavas that we'll be able to fulfill the heart desires of Srila Gurudev and be eternally related with him. Vancha Kautarubhyasya Kripa Sindhubhyeva Chapatitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namah.
Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadale Shnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Vandeham Shri Guru Varam Shri Rupanuga Pravaram Rajras Rasikam Cha Narayanam Tam Prapannam Shri Guru Charanam Vande Ramana Pristhaya Bhutale Rupanuga Bhaktidam Cha Kripamurti Narayanam Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Shri Gaur Bhaktivedanta Jai Rup Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath Shri Ji Gopal Bhatta Das Raghunath Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. First of all, I offer my Shastanga Dandot Pranams at the lotus feet of our spiritual masters. Lai Shriman Bhaktivedanta Shri Narayana Goswami Maharaj Shri Gurudev. Lai Shriman Bhaktivedanta Shri Vam Goswami Maharaj Shri Gurudev. And entire Rupanagari Guruvarga. To all the Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis present, and Gaudians especially. So today is the disappearance day of Srila Gurudev according to the solar calendar. And as far as this mood of expressing one's separation from Sri Guru goes, and how much are we actually experiencing this separation? How much are we? Like we see in the Jayanila Premadhana, Narottam Thakur has sung, Pashane Kutibo Mata Anale Pashibo, Gauranga Gunera Nidhi Kotha Gele Pabu. Trikram Maharaj, you would say, are you experiencing these moods of this kirtan? Do you feel like bashing your head against the stone in separation, or is only lip service speaking? Do you really feel like entering into this vira anal, this fire of separation? Is this fire of separation raging within your heart to the highest degree? No, there's Deepta, Uddipta, Sudipta. Deepta is like smoldering, and Uddipta is like smoking, and then Sudipta is like blazing. This blazing fire of viraha is raging. But are you experiencing any of this viraha? This is like another different question altogether. So this we can only hope to be in the association of those who are experiencing this intense fire, this separation. I remember 8 years back on this very tithi, when the Vaishnavas were speaking, like in 2014, on this very tithi, the solar calendar, how much they're weeping the whole time. So much. And then they had this Karunya Prabhu sing all these kirtans, this Vishabhanu Sutta, Palyadasi Kori, everything. Because this is what Srila Gurudev stood for. This Radha Kainkaryam, the servitorship of Srimati Radhika. So, you see, the separation that the Vaishnavas have, do we even have like one drop of that separation? I remember once there was this one letter that Vaman Goswami Maharaj had written. So sometimes I'd read that letter. Like when I first joined the temple, I'd read the letter in class. And the Vaishnava said, yes, you read. And I read that letter once in class. And they were very happy. Okay, good. You have this letter you written by Vaman Goswami Maharaj, good. Then again, after some time, I again said, I want to speak this letter out again. And the Vaishnava said, don't. You have no realization of what separation is. You're reading this letter, what do you know? You have any sambandha with him? These words that you're repeating, do you have any sambandha whatsoever? So if you read these words, then you can imagine how much separation is swelling up within those who have sambandha, who have this mamata. So no need for you to read this letter. So in this way, they have this sambandha, they have this mamata, they have this relationship. And what is our qualification? Anyhow, that we're trying to stay under their shelter, with whatever disqualification we have. Right now, only our disqualification is our qualification. That is our only qualification, and we're staying under their shelter. And they're keeping us there. And as far as we know, this lila of Gurudev disappearing, this is so deep which we cannot even imagine. Like we hear that when Swami Maharaj is about to disappear, he told his disciples that you pray to Krishna, and if he so desires, I will stay. Therefore the disciples, they would sing this kirtan, oh Krishna, if you so desire, then please rescue our Prabhupada. And then in this way, when Swami Maharaj left, they became very angry. Said Krishna, they told Gurudev, and Gurudev said, this is from your perspective. Are you seeing from the perspective of Krishna that he is missing his beloved Sakhi, he is missing his beloved Gopi, and Gopi should be there in Ras Lila. So what is the definition of prem? That you will sacrifice your own interest for the interest of Krishna. Aslisyava padarata pinastumam marmahata karotuva yatha tatava vidatu lampato mat prananatastu saiva napara. Mahaprabhu in the mood of Srimati Radhika is saying that even if he may embrace me, kick me away, do whatever he wants, still yat prananata nayam. He is my prananath. Do you have this mood? Gurudev, he was asking these disciples. Similarly, we hear that when Gurudev, when he left, we normally hear this explanation that Gurudev actually, he stayed behind because of the prayers of the Vaishnavas. This is the explanation we hear normally. But if you look more deeply, this is like, now I don't have the adhikar to speak about this, but if you look more deeply, actually, in one way, Gurudev left actually because of the prayers of the Vaishnavas. Now this I've heard by my own 2 years. Because you see, whatever we feel, we want Gurudev to be present in before our eyes for our own satisfaction. So that he gives us his association. So that he makes us happy. So that he secures our future. Because the other day we were hearing, in 2 days before in class, that my future should be secure. I need medical insurance. What will happen in the future? What will happen in the temple? What will happen? What will happen? So that our future will be secure, then even at the cost of Srila Gurudev's discomfort of being separated from the service of Sri Radha and Krishna and the Nitya Jagat, then we're ready to keep him here by our own will, by our own stubbornness, Hati Ziddhi. How much do we desire that Gurudev be there in Nitya Lila, serving his Guru Sakhi, serving Radha and Krishna and the association of his Param Preshta Sakhis, Pran Preshta Sakhis. This do we desire, this desire, do we even have a semblance of this desire? Or do the Vaishnavas have this desire? That even at the cost of the Vaishnavas being separated from Srila Gurudev, they have this desire that Gurudev be reunited there with Radha and Krishna and Golok Vrindavan. I have no adhikar to speak about this, but still, there is also one perspective. That even at the cost of being separated from Srila Gurudev, the Vaishnavas desire that he be there with Radha and Krishna. Anyhow, we just heard now all these leelas. As for those of us who were there also, in 2010, when Gurudev was in Govardhan, we were there. And when it was announced that Gurudev, he was giving darshan through the window, then I remember all of us, we were crowding in lines. All of us, somehow we were crowding in lines to see him. Then there was a big jam, and then there were devotees fighting with each other, saying, I'll go first. And anyhow, they opened the window so that we could see Gurudev. And there was this big jam, and then everyone was trying to see. And then the next day, this was stopped. So then the sevaks there, they announced that this was stopped because some people were peeping through the window and Gurudev saw them. And Gurudev became very upset. He said, what are you doing? He told his sevaks, I don't want them to see me in such a way, where I'm in such a situation. How can you even do this without my permission? Gurudev, those were the only few words he spoke. He said, why are you doing this? And then again they closed the window then. They said, this is not according to Gurudev's desire that we see him this way. And then what did they do? They put an LCD screen inside the temple. Saying, all right, we'll put a camera inside, and then as and when Gurudev, he's turning from one side to another, we can say Hari Bol, Jai Radhe, all these things. And again they put a camera inside Gurudev's Bhajan Kutir and put the LCD inside the main temple hall. And then this way they were looking at Gurudev throughout the day. And then anyhow, Gurudev, he was omniscient, he found out there was a camera inside his room. Again he said, what are you doing? Why are you doing all these things, he said. That you want all of them to see me in such a situation. Also, there are many people who are not qualified out there. What will they do? They'll see me in such a situation and they'll even say many things that will even make them fall away from the path of pure bhakti. Don't do such things. Then they removed that LCD screen also. And then Gurudev, out of his own desire, lastly on that day, he came. And then he gave darshan to everyone. And then he said, yes, all of you go to Navdeep. I'm also going there. I'll meet you there. So in this way we see that even if we try to force ourselves to Sri Srila Gurudev, how much are we seeing of what he's doing? We force ourselves. No, in Bhakti you see this never works. Like we see also when Gurudev was leaving Mathura, then the Vaishnavas knew that in one way he's not going to return now. And even when Gurudev was there in Delhi, when he was speaking Harikatha there, like one of his last classes there, he spoke for like 10-15 minutes. And the first kirtan he had the devotees sing was Dekite Dekite. This was one of the first kirtans he had them sing. And after this Dekite Dekite was sung, Gurudev said, 50 years I spent in Mathura. Because this is my Prabhu Pradatta Desh. My Guru Maharaj had given this place to me. 50 years, he said. Every year I was there for Janmashtami. And now I'm here in Hastinapur, he said. Also Hastinapur, something, it has some value, but can it be compared in any way to Mathura, to Vrindavan, in any way? And he started weeping so much. He said, what have I done that I'm here, he said. And then he spoke about the separation that the Vrajvasis are feeling when Akrura came and took Krishna and Baladev away on his chariot. And he was saying that if Krishna is really loved by all the Vrajvasis in Braj, then why did he even leave Braj and go to Mathura there? And then he spoke this lila, how in one form he returned back from this Akrur Ghat, Brahmarid. And how also in one form when Nanda met Krishna and Baladev after Krishna had killed Kans, in that one form also he returned along with Baladev, with Nanda Baba in one Prakosht. And in another Prakosht he stayed back in Mathura. So all these different pastimes he has spoken there. And his love for Vrajadham. Even when he was in Delhi, in this Raman Bihari Gaudiya Math, all the devotees would be doing Sankirtan outside his Bhajan Kutir. And Gurudev, from time to time, he'd come and he'd say through the window, why are all of you here? Be there in Brajamandal Dham. Be there, he would say. And anyhow, he'd encourage all of them to go there. Whoever would come directly from the airport, from the train station, he said, go there, be there, he'd say. For those of us who were there also, when Gurudev he entered into Samadhi, like how he was bought, how Guru Puja was done. Whole night he gave darshan there. And we've seen also these moods of vira expressed by all his near and dear ones that we cannot even possibly fathom, possibly understand. All these things are very deep, and we have no qualification to enter into any of that. And also, I remember previously, like whenever devotees would speak about Gurudev's disappearance, they'd say that, oh, everyone was throwing sand from all sides, and this, that, and the whole thing was so disorganized, and like everyone was so eager. And then like the Vaishnava said, why do you feel that way? That the whole thing was unorganized, that everyone was covering Gurudev's samadhi by throwing mud from all sides. Why do you think that way? You know what was happening, the Vaishnava said? That was actually Gurudev's holy lila, he said. Even when Gurudev was entering into samadhi, he desired to see this holy lila, where Radha, Krishna and the gopis, they're throwing colors at each other. So therefore, this is like Uddipan for him. Everyone is throwing sand at him, everyone is throwing colors at each other. Therefore, he entered into holy lila this way. So this way we see that any aspect of Gurudev's teachings, his life, what can we possibly understand? What can we? Anything. Therefore we see on this sthiti, he disappeared, so-called. But as we know, he's always here. We know the Vaishnavas, this we've heard from the other devotees also, that when the Vaishnavas say Jayadwani, they never say Nitalila Pravishta. Because for them they're always present. They only say directly Om Vishnupad. Never Nitalila Pravishta. In this way. So this way what Gurudev has come to give, what he has shown by his own ideal, what he has shown by his own achar, prachar, vichar. Like I was just listening to this morning walk conversation where it was Happy Father's Day. It was Father's Day and everyone were wishing Gurudev Happy Father's Day. And then this way, some sannyasis, they were telling Gurudev that, oh Gurudev, it seems you have more love for your daughters than your sons. And this way, sometimes we don't feel that way, that you're expressing your love outside so much. Then Gurudev would say, previously according to Vedic culture, the father would never take his son on his lap. Rather, the relatives would take the son on his lap, but the father would never take his son on his lap in front of everyone. Why? Because then the son, he'll take his father for granted. Then he'll think, I can do anything I wish. Therefore, the father very rarely takes the son on his lap. Then they asked Gurudev, then what about Nanda Baba? Did he ever take Krishna on his lap in front of everyone? And Gurudev said once he took him in front of everyone. After his Dambandhan Lila, when Krishna was weeping so much, then he took him on his lap in front of everyone. Even Nanda would not take Krishna in front of everyone. This way, Guru, his love he expresses is not that he just takes everyone on his lap and then he gives this love openly. Then the love becomes very cheap then. Sometimes he doesn't openly express his love, but his love is very deep. Sometimes they ask Gurudev that, oh Gurudev, we see only 2 or 3 have right to massage you. Brajanath Prabhu, Madhav Maharaj, Tempundrik Prabhu, only these 2, 3. We cannot massage you. So then what is our adhikar? And Gurudev would say, why do you think like this? All right, I've given 2 or 3 the adhikar to massage, to cook for me, to clean, do all these things. But I've given the adhikar to the entire world to massage my heart, he said. This adhikar I've given to the entire world. The entire world can come and massage my heart, he said. Why do you only feel that you want to massage my body? He'd say. Try massaging my heart. That's what you don't want to do, he'd say. So in this way we see that, and also so many other things. Like they were asking Gurudev, oh, this lila about, like one lady, she was asking Gurudev, that this lila, that when, why is Krishna dark? Then Gurudev was saying Krishna was dark because the gopis, when they weep so much, then the tears mix with the kajal of their eyes, and then they take Krishna through the pathway of their eyes into their heart. And because Krishna enters through the gopis' eyes, because their eyes are mixed with this kajal, smeared with this kajal, therefore Krishna, he assumes this black complexion, because he's covered by the kajal of the gopis, from head to toe, in this way. Like how Mahaprabhu is covered with the anurag, when he wears this vesh of sannyasi, or when he's covered with this mood and complexion of Srimati Radhika. Similarly, Krishna, why is he black? Because he's covered with the kajal, the gopis' eyes, head to toe. So then when Mataji asked her, which scripture has this been written? This was like in one of the early morning walks in the 90s, a disciple of Swami Maharaj. In which scripture has it been written? And Gurudev said, in my heart it has been written, he said. This is not written in any scripture, this is written in my heart, he said. If you want to believe, or if you don't believe, he said. So we see what Gurudev has come to give, this moods of the gopis. Like we say that if you read Ras Panchadhyayi, there you see how Gurudev has explained all these different moods of the gopis. When he has explained this verse, this Tasam Avirbat Shauri Smayamana Mukam Bhuja Pitambara Dharashragvi Sakshan Manmata Manmata. There he has said how Sukdev Goswami, being absorbed in the mood of the gopis, he has addressed Krishna as Shauri, as a descendant of Surasen. not as a descendant of Parjanya. Why? Only because he was the descendant of Surasen has he become so hard-hearted that he has left all the gopis in the middle of the night and he has disappeared. Therefore he is Shauri. And Smaya Mana Mukambuja Pitambara Dhara Shragvi. See, the three adjectives used to describe Krishna here. Smaya Mana Mukambuja. His ambuj, his face is like this lotus flower and he has this slight smile on his face, which means he's very shy, he's very embarrassed that he did this to the gopis. And then Shragvi. And then this way, he has this pitambar around his neck. And then he has tied it around his neck in such a way that he is asking for forgiveness, saying, please forgive me that I have done this. Sakshan Manmata Manmata. He has appeared in this form as Madan Mohan himself. And not just attracting Cupid, mundane Cupid. No, means this Aprakrit Kamdev also, who's like Pradyumna. He's also attracting him. And then this Vanamala he's put around his neck. Why? Because the gopis have made this forest flower garland. And every flower represents one gopi. So Krishna is worn this one mala around his neck, and it seems to imply that he's telling the gopis that although I was separated from you, actually I was always in your association. Each of these flowers means you, he was saying. And then Gurudev, he was explaining that when the Gopi Gita was sung by all the different gopis together in one voice. Swapaksha, Vipaksha, Tathashta and Suhrit. All of them they sang together. Why? Because the separation, during the mood of separation, all their moods become one. But then when Krishna reappeared there, when there was this meeting, then again each and every gopi, she received Krishna according to a different bhav. Like when Krishna first came there, then they put an asan for Gurudev, for Krishna. They put an asan for him, and then what happened? The first gopi who went to receive Krishna was Chandravali. This Gurudev mentions in his purports, because Chandravali was like the senior most gopi. So she was the first one to receive Krishna. And then what did she do? She took Krishna's right hand in her hand. And then it seemed to say that she was saying that now you're very tired of roaming in the forest, so give me your right hand. And she was massaging his right hand. And in this way, Jiva Goswami has mentioned 4 moods of this Dakshin Nayaka. First is Dasya Prai Sakya. She's in the mood of Sakya, but actually she's in the mood of Dasya. Sakya Prai Dasya. She's in the mood of Dasya, but actually she's in Sakya. And then she is Dakshin Nayika. She's righteous, she's submissive. And then she's Kanta Paradhina. She's under the control of her Kanta, and she's Mridui, very soft-hearted. So this was Chandravali who was holding Krishna's hand. And then Krishna, while Chandravali was holding her hand, then Krishna, he saw one more gopi to his left, and he placed his left shoulder on her right shoulder. Who was this? This was Shama. And then what was she doing? She was like massaging Krishna's shoulder, which had been anointed with chandan. And who is she? She is Prakara, very outspoken. And then she is Vyakta Sakya. Vyakta Sakya means her friendship is more openly expressed, more than even Chandravali. But still she is Dakshin. She is rightist. And then she is Kinchit Kanta Paradhina. Means to some degree she is under the control of Krishna, but not fully like Chandravali. And then again, Krishna was resting with his left shoulder on Shama Sakhi's shoulder, then there was another gopi who was taking the chewed betel nut remnants of Krishna, this tambul. Who was this? This was Saibya. And then what was she doing? What is her nature? Again, Jiva Goswami is described. But he has not mentioned the names of the gopis. But Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he has mentioned the names of the different gopis over there. And then this gopi, Saibya, what was she doing? She is of this nature. Chandravali is Dasya Prai Sakya. But she is Sakya Prai, Chandravali is Sakya Prai Dasya, but she is Dasya Prai Sakya. Although she has this mood of servitorship, still she is in the mood of Sakhi. She has this Sakya towards Krishna. And she is Mridu. And she is Dakshin. And then she is also Kant Paradhina in this way. Who? Saibya. And she was taking the betel nut remnants of Krishna, this tambul. And then there was another gopi. She saw that while Krishna stood with his left shoulder on Shama Sakhi's right shoulder, then she saw that the entire weight of Krishna's body was placed on his left leg. Therefore, his right leg had to be massaged. So she took Krishna's right leg while he was still standing. He wasn't sitting by now actually. He was still standing. And she took this right leg and she held it to her chest and she started massaging his right leg. Who was this? This was Padma Sakhi. And what is her nature? She is Prakara, not Mritvi. And she is also she is also Kant Paradina, not Kinchit. She is also under the control of her Kanta. And then in this way, she is also this Dasya Prai Sakya. And then in this way, She was also giving her services to Krishna. And then finally, there was one gopi who was standing at a distance, and what was she doing? She was by her curved eyebrows, she was releasing these arrows which were piercing Krishna's heart. And who was she? She was Srimati Radhika herself. And what is her nature? She is prakara, very outspoken, bold, and she is susakya, means her sakya bhav towards Krishna is so much. It's more intimate. And then who is she? She is Swadhina Bhratrika. She has got Krishna completely under her control. And through the glances of her eyes, she is performing Archana of Krishna. And this way, two Anubhavs are manifesting within her. Now, I am only repeating these things because it's all mentioned in Ras Panchadhyayi. Gurudev is given all these things. If you read Ras Panchadhyayi there, he is given all these things there. The two Anubhavs are manifesting. And I have no realization, but still whatever Gurudev Prabhuji is saying, that you just like a loudspeaker, whatever you read, something, at least even if I have no realization, not speaking Shabda Brahma, nothing, simply just repeat those words, that's all. That is your qualification. So this way we see that there are two Anubhavs there. What are there? Vibhok and Lalita. Vibhok means anything that Krishna is offering, Radharani is not accepting. And there's this sub-ecstasy called Lalita. Lalita means that Krishna is so much enchanted by the movement of her eyebrows, by her tenderness, and by her movement, by her gestures and all these things. And then when Krishna is completely under the control of Srimati Radhika, Krishna himself is undergoing so many different ecstasies. The Sanchari bhavs like Dainya, humility, Vishad, despondency, Sankoch, fear, and all these things. And then there's another Sakhi who's looking at Krishna from a distance. She is also Prakara, she is also Susakya, and she is also about Krishna under control. But she is not Vamya. Radharani is Vamya, but she is also like in one way Dakshinya. And who is that? That is Lalita. Because Lalita is so happily looking at Krishna, because Krishna has become so enchanted by Srimati Radhika's sidelong glances, that Krishna is not even looking towards any other gopi. Although his hand is being massaged by Chandravali, although he has kept his shoulder on Shama Sakhi's shoulder, although his right leg is being massaged by Padma, although his betel nut remnants are being taken by this Saibhya, still he is giving them no attention. His eyes are only looking towards the eyes of Srimati Radhika. And seeing the meeting between the two, Lalita is standing at a distance, and she is relishing this meeting. And in this way, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has described all the different names of the gopis, while Jiva Goswami has only hinted at them while describing their different moods. So Gurudev, you see, top to bottom, he's given everything. Lastly, I'll just end with this. Gurudev, in one clip, I was just seeing one clip of a video, there he was saying that no one is speaking like how I'm speaking, he said. Even in the Gaudiya Math, no one is speaking like how I'm speaking, he said. He said, even if I'm ready, even if I have to go to hell, he said, I'm ready to go to hell. But these things have to be spoken, he said, or else they'll be lost forever, he said. If these things are not spoken, they'll be lost forever. So even if I have to go to hell, I'll go to hell. No harm, he said. This is what Gurudev has given. This is his priceless contribution. Invaluable. This is his legacy. This is his wealth that we are all capable of inheriting from him. We are all his children, and this is his wealth. Not his property, not his bank balance, not being a trustee, not being any of these things. This is like in one form he's only cheating by giving all these things. Disciples, wealth, buildings and all these things. But for one who's trying to inherit these moods, then he's giving everything. And who embodies these moods that he has come to give? That is the Vaishnava sitting in front of us. So our prayer at the lotus feet of Gurudev must be that we are full of anarthas. Yogyata vichare kichu nahi pai, tomar karuna sar. Similarly, although we are full of anarthas, still Srila Gurudev, your near and dear ones are there who have served you their entire lives. So anyhow, despite however much anarthas we have, kindly just give us this qualification that we remain under their guidance and their shelter and that we never leave. Or else we have this Hridaya Dorbalya. Any moment anything can happen. We are very fallen souls. Therefore we only pray at the lotus feet of Srila Gurudev that he kindly keep us in the association of his near and dear ones. Anshakalpatarubhishya kripasim vevshaitanam palnibhyo vaishnavyo namo namaha.
Vandeham Shri Guruvaram Shri Rupanuga Pravaram Brajara Sarasikam Cha Narayanam Tvam Prapannam. I'm offering my Shashtang Dandava Pranams unto the lotus feet of Shri Guru Pada Padma. Om Vishnu Pada Stotara Sat Shri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj. Unto the lotus feet of our Gaudiya Rupanuga Guruvarga. unto the lotus feet of all the assembled Vaishnavas. On the day of separation from Guru Padma, that day we can see that we are all remembering him. So this is how in separation, meeting is present. In separation we are remembering when we are meeting him. Therefore Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, what is the difference between appearance and disappearance? Everything is the same because the sole object is simply to remember Guru Padma. This brings supreme auspiciousness into the life of a disciple. Srila Rupa Goswami Pad describes what is real attachment. Dukham apyadhikam chitte sukhatve naiva vyajyate yatastu pranaya utkarsha saraga itiryate. For someone who has deep connection to Guru Padma, when separation is present, it is not a cause for distress or for sorrow. Instead, it nourishes utkanta, eagerness. And what type of eagerness is that? When there is separation from a beloved, then there is simply eagerness again to meet with that person. So this is called real separation. This is called real attachment. One's sadhana does not diminish in separation from Guru Padma. If real relation is there, then that sevak will only think, when again will I meet with Srila Gurudev? Any sorrow that comes on this path, in this process to meet with Gurudev, actually is a cause for great happiness, because it is simply encouraging, simply pushing us along the path to that ultimate goal of again meeting with Sri Guru. So remembrance of Guru Padma brings ultimate benefit. Without remembrance of Gurudev, what is this life? Completely hollow. Gurudev begged his disciples with folded hands. He said, please don't forget me. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says, at that moment, disciple forgets his Guru, forgets the blessings coming from the lotus hands of Shri Guru Padma, forgets the presence, does not acknowledge the presence of Gurudev in our lives. At that moment, everything becomes unfavorable for that person. Maya begins to attack from all sides. Everything that was favorable once now becomes unfavorable. So this is the most inauspicious situation for a disciple, to forget Gurudev, to forget Vaishnavas. Smarana Mangalam Srimad-atatam. Like it is auspicious to remember Krishna, it is the same to remember Gurudev. It is non-different. Gurudev also, how much he would remember his Gurudev on his disappearance day. I remember one time in Rup Sanatan Gaudimat, everyone was assembled, but Gurudev was in Delhi. He had just had his heart surgery. But they arranged one darshan via the phone. Gurudev was very weak, just 1 or 2 days after surgery, but still he desired to give some mercy to all of the people who had assembled from all over the world. In a very weak and very soft voice, Gurudev spoke on the loudspeaker that I'm so happy that everyone has come. I see it as my Gurudev's mercy. How merciful is he? He has pulled me up from a pile of stool. I was nothing more than a worm. But he lifted me by the sika and he placed me at his lotus feet. And now look, the entire world has come under my shelter. The entire world is sitting waiting to hear me speak just a few words. How merciful is Guru Padma. So once one becomes a Sat Shishya, from that day one becomes a Sat Shishya, he becomes also Guru. Gurudev is a perfect example of how we should experience separation from our Guru. How tears should flow from the eyes when we remember Gurudev. Krishna smaram janam chastya preshta nija samihitam tatat kataratas chaso kuryad vasa braje sada. How Gurudev exemplified this verse. If we are looking in any, there should be in the dictionary, if one looks under the name, what is Brajavasi? A picture of our Gurudev should be pasted there. He completely exemplified what is remembrance of Guru, what is remembrance of Krishna. How much affection he had to Vrajadham. All of the boxes were checked by our Srila Gurudev as far as what is a Brajavasi. Vaishnavas, we've been hearing the last few days, only Brajavasis have the qualification to deliver the entire world. Brajavasi Gane Prachara Karadhane. They're real pracharak. They can deliver the world because they have affection. They have sneha. These lilas that we've been hearing last few days of Srila Gurudev, how much affection he had to everyone. Never heard anything like this. What to speak of heard? We've all witnessed. Many of us have witnessed. Simply the glance of Srila Gurudev completely pierces the heart. The affection that he gives simply by his presence is unlike anything else, incomparable to anything else in this world. This is called Brajavas. Brajavasi is Shakti. Sanatana Goswami gives a definition of what it means to be a Brajavasi. Brindasya samuhasya avanam rakshanam palanam jasya brindavanam. That place where we receive nourishment, where we receive protection, and where we receive affection, that place is called Brajadham. And those who live there, automatically they imbue this same affection, this sneha. We heard that Gurudev gave a offer to anyone who can take my brahmacharis, who have heard from me, who have lived like children under my protection. Anyone who can take them even one step away from my shelter, I will give them 1 lakh rupees. Not possible to take them away. This is because there is sambandha. Vaishnava sambandha aprakrita skandha. Not like an ordinary relationship, is unbreakable rope. This is the sneha of a Brajavasi. So many things we see in our Gurudev's preaching, how he bound everyone together with this affection. It is unlike anything else we've ever seen. It is very unfortunate for that person who has received this mercy, who has witnessed these pastimes, and then to forget. There is not a more unfortunate person in this world. But this is the nature of Badha Jiva. This is our original fault. Ami nitya Krishna das ek khata bhuli gela, maya nikata shatar chiradhina gela. You forget, this is our tendency, this is our fault. That I am Krishna das, I am Guru das. We forget that we are Krishna das. This is okay. Why? Because we had relationship with Krishna ever. Can we even remember that? No, so it's somewhat acceptable. Okay, everyone forgets we are Krishna das. But to forget Guru and Vaishnava's mercy, what can be said for such a horrible fault like this? So I'm praying to the Vaishnavas, I'm praying to everyone assembled. Simply, I know that I'm guilty of this fault of forgetting the mercy of Guru and Vaishnavas. All I can say, my only prayer I'm submitting at their lotus feet is, please help me remember Srila Gurudev. Please don't allow me to go distance from his lotus feet. And please always keep me under your shelter. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhye vajapatitanam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah.
ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वञ्चाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरतिसे नमः। जय रूप सनातन भट्ट रघुनाथ श्रीजीव गोपाल भट्ट दास रघुनाथ। यछय गोसाई करी চরণবন্দন যাওয়েতে বিঘ্ননাশ অভীষ্ট পূরণ। জয় শ্রীকৃষ্ণ চৈতন্য দয়াল প্রভু নিত্যানন্দ শ্রী অদ্বৈত গদাধর শিবাসাদি শ্রী গৌর ভক্তবৃন্দ। হরে কৃষ্ণ 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 হরে হরে, হরে রাম 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 হরে হরে। बोलो श्री गुरु जी महाराज की जय, गुरु परंपरा की जय, अनंत अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, सपार्षद गौर हरि की जय, गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय, जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा सुदर्शन जीव की जय, भक्त विघ्न विनाशन करने सिंहदेव की जय, जय भक्तराज प्रहलाद महाराज की जय, सर्वाविष्ट व्रत गिरिराज गोवर्धन जीव की जय, गोविंद गोपीनाथ मदन मोहन जीव की जय, ब्रजमंडल धाम की जय, ब्रजवासी भक्तवृंद की जय, ब्रजेश्वरी मधेश्वरी प्राणेश्वरी श्रीमती राधारानी की जय, ब्रजदेवीगण की जय, समवेत गौर भक्तवृंद की जय, गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। Vaishnava and Guru Parampara's rules is their Virhatiti, Avirhatiti respected and worshipable. Then everybody not worshipable, telling Pratamam tu Gurum Pujya Tatasya Mamasyanam Kurvam Siddhing Avnati Unnata Nishpalam Bhavet. Anytime you worshipping Lord Krishna, then first is worshipping Gurudev and then after going Krishna's name. Every day remembering, memorizing, this is good, and worshipping, this is best. But then appears and disappears the very special day, meanings. Also, today by date is disappears day, but moon calendar is before past is disappears day. Like Krishna, his Brajadham, then he is calling, addressing, inviting everybody. After meeting within everybody, after he disappears, then all gopis are continue remembering him, and this separation with his, they are continue. And they are, after meeting with Srimati Dharani, came bank of Yamuna. Then they are starting these Gopi Gita songs. Then Krishna is appears. He is giving darshan, telling Tasam Abhirvut Sori Swamanam Kambuja Pitambara Dharasagi Sakshat Manmato Manmato. Then Krishna is came and smiling face with this is giving darshan. But Krishna is gone, Mathura and Dwaraka, they have big separation. That time Sakadar Madhvan, Sakizar Uddhav Giri, everybody everywhere. Also they are praying, singing. Then Krishna is giving darshan, but they thinking this is a dream. And this is not real. But after they are senseless, then unconsciousness, also they are remembering Krishna, then smiling, talking within Krishna, meeting within Krishna. After their consciousness is broken, came his consciousness and then unconsciousness is broken, then they are feeling in separation. So this world is Guruvarga, eternal, spiritual. They are not ordinary living entity. This place is living, another place is gone by karma. and then there is never coming back. This is not truthful. Guruvargas for this Viratiti separation day, anybody has this desire, I want to meet with Gurudev, I am serving forever Gurudev. And Gurudev, for they have needed this mercy and his bliss and his seva and his close to him, they like his love and affection, everything. Then they are arranging this meeting. All glories they are remembering, and how is saving and protecting, all time helping, and he is, without his help not possible progressing any step. Then they are by mantra, like chanting, this is not enough. Glories are special things, and this is called Bani Vaibhav. Vapu Vaibhav, one, this spiritual body with is present, then he is giving this Bani, this more than this Sabda Brahma, this Bani, transcendental word. This is giving for follower sadhaka and all are near and dearest for. That things all are discussing, remembering, praying, they need more and more. They eager. Then Guruvarga is there also appears and giving darshan. And he is like Gopal Guru Goswami, he disappears. Then many problems create. Then Dhyanchandra Goswami crying, weeping and praying. Then Gopal Guru Goswami next is come, is near. Mahaprabhu took sannyas and gone Jagannath Puri. Yeah, Mahaprabhu Antardhyan lila. That time also Jiva Goswami Prabhu came. Then Vishnu Priya Devi for Mahaprabhu giving order, instruction. Oh, my son is coming. Please, you give me darshan. Why? Vishnu Priya Devi never giving darshan any others. She is early morning going, bathing Ganga, wet cloth it is coming, covering face and entering this room, house, then never come out. Never giving darshan, not talking, addressing, not looking others. Why? He not separate with any Mahaprabhu and not distance to Mahaprabhu, not divided within Mahaprabhu. Any other is coming and then talking and stealing, then going distance. So he is antarmana, all time antardasha. She is continuing Mahaprabhu's remembering. Therefore Mahaprabhu also not distance. Mahaprabhu time to time, not only every time is nearby. Then giving darshan and telling, now coming, you giving darshan and giving bliss. Then Vishnu Priya Devi looking, oh, morning time, Jiva Goswami came. Then she is giving darshan, also bliss, also her lotus feet for Jiva Goswami. So Mahaprabhu, Acharya Srinivas for also he came, this Navadvip Mayapur, Jagopet Dham, then Mahaprabhu giving order. Ishan Thakur, Banshivadan Thakur, and all are Mahaprabhu Parshad telling, giving him place. Also Jagannath Puri all are waiting, Mahaprabhu telling, oh, all are giving him place and giving darshan. So Guruvarga not is only sometime for present. They are eternal and forever for present. But Viraha and separation meanings, then I need my spiritual master, spiritual guide, spiritual order, advice, everything. But other way, I am going many Mahabhagavat near, many Acharyas near, Vaishnavas near, but on Gurus, this love and affection, disciples for these things is not possible. Other places is available. They are helping. Then what happened then? More I will be attached within Gurudev and praying Guru Maharaj near. Without Gurupad Bandhav, not will be connected with this, anything. Other Shiksha Guru, Mahabhagavat, any other spiritual master, their help meanings not possible. They are giving this eternal progress for any things, not possible. They are near to collecting Guru Bhakti. They have Guru Bhakti, they have Guru Seva for desire and adhikar, like combined all gopis are each other helpful, but they are combinedly they praying for Krishna. After Srimati Radharani came, Radharani like to help everything, but Radharani teaching no, come all are doing kirtan, Krishna kirtan. So then all are real Vaishnava, then there is helping. What? How you will be nearby Gurudev. Now he is distant to us. But remembering, praying, serving, continue, then he is not giving only inspiration, not instruction. He all time take responsibility, and he is Gurutva, Daitya, he is all time how disciples are progressing. Krishna Seva for taste is increasing, growing. Everything is for Gurudev is helping. But disciples are forget sometime, going distance to Gurudev, then Gurudev not disappear, disciple disappears. Disappears meanings not relation, this is very strong. But I am forget, then I am disappears. I am going distance. Then how can I be close to Gurudev? Then this time is remembering, praying. Who helping? Therefore inviting Vaishnavas, inviting Bhaktas, devotees, inviting all our God families, then they are helping. How I am going back Gurupad Bandhav's near. And Gurupad Bandhav with a meeting for they are arranging all program. They are not glorify own self, they glorify Mahabhagavat Guruvarga. This is called Shiksha Guru, this is called real Vaishnava. Then they are not glorify Gurupad Bandhav, they are not helping his disciples and followers, not giving utsaha. Gosvami Prabhu therefore telling, utsahat nisyat dharjat tattat karma pavartanat sangatyagat satovritti salavibhakti prasiddhati. So utsaha, all time enthusiastic, I am lost my this faith, I lost my like this lifestyle. I am now gone far. Then other Vaishnavas teaching, glorifying how a special Gurupada Bandhav's love for disciples. Without Gurupada Bandhav's help, disciples are not possible. One step is progressing. Then they are learning, then they are following and remembering, continue. Then they are coming back nearby Gurudev. Then meeting, as it is meeting. So now is problems is no understanding this Gurudev meeting. Yeah, Gurudev this how is Gurupada Bandhav's mercy is needed, how much? Not thinking. I am thinking I have Harinam, I have mantra, yeah, I am doing seva, I am doing tapasya, austerity, parikrama, this and that, but everything is minus, zero, nothing. So this meeting appears the, disappears the, remembering, then all festival meanings, all Vaishnavas, Bhaktas, collecting, inviting, they are teaching us, they are telling, oh, without Guru Seva, nothing. So how I am coming Guru's near, like Narottam Thakur, he is distant to Loknath Das Goswami. Then he is arranging, inviting all Vaishnavas. Then they are starting not only Kirtan, this Prem Bhakti Chandrika, this he is praying now, Sri Guru Charana Padma, Keval Bhagati Sadma, Bandhamoi Savadhana Mate, Jahar Prasade Bhai, Ye Bhavatoriya Jai, Krishna Prapti, Hoy Jaha Hoite. Again and again, Kirtan, Acharya Srinivas, Acharya, all these, Janma Thakurani, Paramaswari Das Thakur, all are commandly there is praying. Then not only Loknath Das Goswami appears, Mahaprabhu himself appears, Nityananda Prabhu, Advaita Prabhu, Gadadhar Pandit, Sivas Pandit, Dadas Gopal, Sustimanta, Ashtakobera, Shala Goswami, everybody appears. This is called Viraha Tithi. Not only dance and drama, songs, eating and jumping and decorating, and it is good. Respect is good. Without respect, then no love process. Respect necessary. Also, everything arranging. This is very professional. Not only this is reality. But that day, I am remembering, hearing, and then like all are commandly praying. Then Gurupada Padma, he is waiting, he is looking, oh, they needed me, they have wants for me, they are thinking about me, and they are waiting for me, otherwise Gurudev disappears, then is everybody alas and Kailas, telling Kisan galo ghar, langal tule dhar. Two bulls all time plowing, all time cultivating, plowing, but now his guardian is little gone distance, bulls are now no more plowing, they are sitting and sleeping. They grazing, they thinking very nice now I am free. So our like is this bull life. Within Gurudev, then is all active with his power, his mercy. Then Gurudev little distance to us, then all are is like old buffalo and old bull, thinking I am now free. No more hard work, no more tension. Now I am free, I am get liberation. But this is anartha. This is lost and miss, no understanding, life is not continuing. Therefore, Goswami Prabhu telling, Krameno rasana manusi niyujyo, Krameno tat namo rupa charitadi sakritananu smritu. What telling? Tat namo, tannamo, meaning tat namo. Not only Bhagavan, I don't know Bhagavan, I don't know mantra, Mahamantra. Gurupada came and teaching and giving and telling that Gurudev is very important. I forget him, lost him. Therefore telling, Tannama Rupa Charitadi Smritu. Not only Krishna's holy name, Srimati Radharani Brajavasis, within Gurudev Brajavasi. He is teaching Brajaseva. He is telling Brajadevi's glories, Brajavasi's glories, Krishna's love and affection. Therefore his holy name, his Rupa, Lila, Guna, Nam, Kramena Rasana Manusi, Nidujyo. First only not Smritu, remembering, memorizing, but Kramena Rasana Manusi Nidujyo. How will be lifestyle? Not slow process. Quickly, Kramena, step by step, learning more and more. Without Gurudev, not possible entering this Brajadham. No Brajaseva, no Nam Seva, no Dham Seva, nothing is possible. Then Bhaktas are looking, I am hopeless. Gurudev, Kripabindu Diya Karoi Dasi. Tinapekha Otihino. Gurudev, please, without your mercy, dropping, then I am nothing possible doing. Everything is my useless. Why? They are not spirituality. Without your connection and your mercy, then not anything is correct and perfect. Please helping. Then the crying, weeping and praying, then meeting, they all are combinedly, they are glorifying and teaching. Time to time, all are missing, going distance too. Like many times, this Gurudev, forget Vaishnavas. Then, just now hearing Krishna Bodhi Seji Vanadi Bohirmukh, Atab Matar De Samsaradi Duk. Now I forget Guru and Krishna, then only Maya, then only sadness, suffering. So this separation day, Viraha Tithi, then this, how can I am meeting, how can I am remembering, all are discussing, they helping and teaching. Oh, Guru Seva is important and necessary. Without Guru Seva, nothing happen. Then, Kramena Rasana Manasi Nirujya, Tishtan Braji. Where Brajavami? Anywhere Bhakta Brinda Samuham. All Bhaktas, Sajatiyo, they are near came, they are remembering, they are teaching, they are glorifying, they are giving this support and giving this strength and energy. Not only Krishna Seva. Ashtakale Lila, remembering Krishna Lila, but Krishna not alone. Ashtakale Lila within all Bhaktas with this, or Brajavasi with this. That Brajavasis, Tishtan, that Brajavasis with is staying, they are every day, every moment, they take care. What? No going distance to Gurudev. Not forget Gurudev. Then you miss everything, lost everything. You has nothing then. You, this Nam, Dham, nothing helpful, working. All will be very hard. And within Gurupad Padma, following his order, instruction, bas, at the time then, all Brajavasi, like Prabhupada Thakur saying, my Guru Padma, how is kind for me, sending many his Vaibhav, his these part and parcels, like his all are came and helping me, engaging me, Hari Katha for, Hari Shiva for, Hari Kirtan for, they are helping me, they are protecting me, they are with I am, then I am continuing remembering my Guru Padma. So this is bhajan, this rahasya, very secret, hidden. This is called Gopi Bhav. Gopi Bhav bina napai Krishna ki. So this Gopaniya, Gopi Bhav, Jyotishwari, Madhishwari, Praneshwari, Brajeshwari, the Srimati Radharani's followers with his no relation, then how can I am understanding Srimati Radharani? Swarup Shakti is near, how can I am coming? I am Shaktihin, I am Atma Varanina Lubha, no Shakti, no spirituality, then who giving me? Giving anybody? Anybody has this power? They are giving everything? No, Guru Padma giving. Therefore, this Sadatiya Asasnigdha Sadhu Sangha Satuvare, this without Sajatiya, not possible. Bijatiya, not possible. Like cow's milk taking, mother milk taking, then cow's milk is favorable. Why? Equal to mother. But not going any pig milk for, no going dog and tiger milk, camel milk for. This is not his process. So Sajatiya Asasnigdha Sadhu Sangha Satuvare. Bhagavat Arthasada Sagana Rasika Saho. This Bhagavat, Bhakta Bhagavat, near I am going, then Grantha Bhagavat Sabda Brahma, then possible understanding and coming my near. This Bhagavat, this Bhakta Bhagavat, how understanding? They are not Rasik and Bhavuk. Then they are not teaching, they are not helping, then I am forget Gurudev. I am with distance to Gurudev. Then Gurudev not disappears, I am disappears. My life is lost. I can come back, no strength. Then I am remembering him, automatic, all anartha remove, everything going, detachment, everything's for, and next I am coming nearby Guru Padma. Then looking, watching, where is Gurudev? He is all time present, but he is checking and looking. Krishna's near is asking, why you are going distance to us, why calling us, and you not, who are you? You Gurudrohi? Yeah, Akritagya? Many questions he is asking. Krishna says, you are thinking very small and narrow. I am looking distance to. You are remembering me, or no? You are thinking about me, or no? I am with you all time, but you have love for me, or no? To Guru Padma looking. Prabhupada, Swashtakur, all Guruvarga, there is waiting. How many all are following and respecting? Therefore, Prabhupada Swashtakur, Bhaktivinoda Thakur disappears day, he is arranging big Viraha Mahotsav. Many Bhaktas, devotees inviting Hari Kirtan, Hari Katha, and Bhaktivinoda Thakur's glories remembering. Why? This attraction and attachment, all are not going to distance them. These things is very nectarful and very attractive. So now, evening time, hearing this importance. Otherwise, no time. Every day, every moment, festival, meanings, all are program, this and that, no Harikatha for time. Then no Harikatha, no Sadhu Sangha. Sadhu Sangha, Antaranga, Sri Krishna Bhajan Manohar. Without Satsanga, no Harikatha, no Krishna Bhajan possible, Guru Bhajan not possible. Therefore needed is this Harikatha Pran. Pranasiyar Setu Prachar. Brajavasijan Pracharakadhan. Anybody has life, meanings, I am near to Guru Padma. But all are also coming near to Guru Padma. They are understanding. Otherwise, without these Brajavasis, mercy, nothing is life, nothing life, only horrible, only useless. Therefore, be carefully. This sagana rasikoi saho, all time this sadhu sangha, antaranga Sri Krishna bhajan manohar. Sadhu sangha sarvashastre kohe, लो मात्र साधु संग सर्वसिद्धि है. Who is sadhu? This sadvastus near, then sadvastus, this glories, and all are there remembering and they are helping and preaching, then they are sadhu. Otherwise, no sadachar, no staying in Sandhini Shakti is near, then nothing, only dry heart. Then all lost and missed. So this is, today I am little bit is try to remembering and explaining, and all are is helping. Nice, I am hearing therefore Harikatha and Gurudev glories. I cannot forget and not going distance to him. He is before also, present time like he is not looking faults and guilties. He is all time not punishing and not kicking. He is continue forgiving, continue giving seva adhikar and keeping nearby, all time take care. Also, I know like going to distance to him. He is also telling, don't go distance to him, don't going distance to me. Therefore, I am forget, then I am distance to him. But I cannot forget. All are please helping. Time, all time, glories are telling and memorizing me. Other Maya Baddha Jibe Nai Krishna Sruti Gyan. Krishna Kripaye Koilo Bhagavat Puran. Maya Baddha Jiva has no memories. Guru's memory, Vaishnava's memories. Therefore Krishna arranging this Grantha. Therefore this appears Guru's biography, Yadada Grantha. Why? Memorize, remembering for. Then not forgetting, not going distance. Again and again, hearing, remembering, reading, then not possible going distance. Otherwise, all are reading, remembering other things, like Rupa Goswami's all glories is present. These all granthas. Sanatana Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, they are this all grantha. Remembering, then they are with them, nearby them. More faith is increasing, love is increasing, developing everything. Otherwise, I am not remembering, not hearing, not reading, not thinking, then I am where I am. Jai Timire, say Timire. Dark to dark well inside is like I am jumping. Then I am lost and miss everything. Million crore life after this life has little bit spiritual smell is come. Now forget and lost, and then how is life? Therefore, eternal world going for. Swami Prabhupada is telling Krishna consciousness, Chetana Shakti, consciousness lost, then unconscious. So this spiritual master, his glories are remembering, praying his near, going near to him, very close to him, then he is giving this spiritual power, consciousness giving. Otherwise, I am distance, the magnet is nearby, magnet is iron, the iron become magnet. After gone distance, then iron is rust and junk. After no position, iron lost his life also. And with his magnet, then forever his iron is become magnet and become power, and very powerful then. So this all are distance to Gurudev, distance to Gurudev, distance to Vaishnavas. then is powerless. So this is Viraha Tithi. All are combinedly remembering, memorizing, how coming near to, going near to him. Therefore, not only ordinary way. What say? Kriti Saddha Bhavisaddha Bhavasa Sadhana Vida Nitya Siddhasya Prakutyam Riddhi Saddhata Nitya Siddhasya Bhavasya Prakutyam Riddhi Saddhata Nitya Siddha Krishna Prem Saddha Ko Buna Hai Savanadi Suddha Chitti Karai Dvai. So our eternal love for God, but how coming? Savanadi Suddha Chitta Savan Kirtan Jale Kare Sinchan তবে মূলতা বাড়ি যায় গোলক বৃন্দাবন। This Shravan Kirtan necessary. But Shravan Kirtan, how will we continue remembering? Nearby Gurudev and Mahabhagat Vaishnavas, then is possible. Otherwise, drama, dance, this and that with this time is passing. Nothing is positive, nothing happened. Lost everything. Then karma and karma bandhan. So today is, I am requesting, therefore all Vaishnavas is glorifying, giving me help, and then I am not forgetting. Otherwise Maya very strong, giving many gift and presentation, many sweet things. Outside is externally sweet, also fire and bitter inside. But I am not will be cheated within Maya. Therefore telling Agao Gaur More Vaishnava Gosai Karunar Janursincha Tabe Rakha Pai. Hey Vaishnava Thakura, please come, please helping, accepting. Oh, I have many faults, many guilties, many wrong way I am jumping, try to going here and there. But you please call me, pull me, and give me shelter. I am not forget. Like this. Remembering and praying. Not like showing, no so-called, no so can, as it is, try to pray. Then will be Tannam Rupacharitadi Sukirtana Anusmito Kramena Rasana Manasi Nirujyo. Then mind, body, speech, everything engaging. Then that things understanding, spiritual master forever present. And I am running, desert place, dry place, but he is try to pull me. Like Gopkumar Gurudev Jayanta, he disappears. But Gopkumar forget little bit, too much busy, then Gurudev is going. Hey, not chanting mantra, giving darshan. To Gurudev eternal. Sanatana Goswami therefore writing, all Guruvarga eternal, spiritual. He is Brihad Bhagavatamrita giving all example, all thing as it is giving. Rupa Goswami present, Sanatana Goswami present, all Goswami Guruvarga present. But I know I have no wants, no understanding, bhajan is needed. Then I am playing game and playing cartoon, playing this and that. Time is passing, eating and sleeping. Wasting time and life. But fruit coming for whom? Therefore, careful, be careful. No missing 1 minute. No going distance to eternal Guruvarga. Very good luck. Now missing, then is everything destroy, everything. Then nothing hand. So today I am this much praying now. Next evening, Gaur Premanande.
Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya Parai Dase Trina Bhakti Love